Well, hey there, YouTube fans and subscribers. This is the Pokerus with um, another Pokemon battle for you guys. And this person, it's kind of funny. This trainer, I found him on Twitch while we were watching Nips's stream. And when he saw my name, he immediately recognized me. He's like, "Hey, wait a minute, don't you have a YouTube channel?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." How do you know? He's like, "That's because I'm subscribed to you." So I decided, hey, well, let's have a couple of battles. He said he was very competitive, and I wanted to take his challenge. We had 3 battles. Let me just tell you guys that these were some of the most intense battles that I have ever had. This guy gave me such a competitive such a competitive match within the tiers that we chose. We played a UU and then 2 OU battles. His name is Hughes. He's subscribed to my channel, like I mentioned, and the first battle, the UU battle, he 6-0'd me. It just flat out 6-0'd me. His team was he just swept me with this Absol. And when Absol gets a sword stance and you have nothing to stop an Absol, you get swept. And that's exactly what happened. It kind of hurt. So we did an OU battle next, and this is the one I'm going to show you guys. We did one more afterwards, and I won the last OU battle. But let's go ahead and do this one where well, I shouldn't have set the result, but it doesn't matter. So his team right off the back at the startup screen, I was already terrorized. All of his Pokemon were very offensive, very fast, above 100 base speed. So I went with Rotom to go for discharges because I want to get that paralyzed chance, but unfortunately I don't get it. And I keep going for discharge because it's just I don't want to go up against his team that's just really fast, and I have my fastest Pokemon, I think, is Gengar, 110 speed, and he has Pokemon that are higher than that or that meet that same speed level. I'm so happy I did not paralyze this thing because I actually wanted to burn this Ferrothorn. Ferrothorns are just a pain in the butt. They're really like a thorn. They're just such a nuisance, so annoying, so painful to deal with. But the good thing is I did not miss my Will-O-Wisps. It landed, and now this thing is burned. So I'm like, I don't want to stay here. This thing's probably going to start either going for Leech Seeds, Power Whips, or who knows, maybe predicting Gyro Balls. Anyway, I switch out into something that could handle this Ferrothorn a little better. And I don't know if I should have stayed in because he completely predicted this. He knew I was not going to stay in here. And this is what I mean. This guy is very competitive. He's really good. He not only builds good teams, he knows how to read you. And this is how it was on all 3 matches. So I'm paralyzed now. And I mean, I switched in my Breloom because I knew there was a chance he could go for Thunderwave as well. And this is like the best thing to take it because Breloom didn't really do much for this team. Here I should have gone for Bullet Seed, predicting the Gengar. I knew that thing was going to switch in, and I regret not going for Bullet Seed. That would have been enough to taking it out. But nope, I went for a Drain Punch, and he just dies. So Breloom was just completely useless. Didn't do absolutely anything for this team, and that was just mainly my fault. I squandered him, I wasted him. Here, I was fearing the Will-O-Wisps, but I'm like, whatever, I'll just go for the attack, don't over-predict. He goes for Taunt. So this guy was predicting me to go for a Sword Stance. I should have just stayed and gone for Knockoff again, but I was really fearing that Focus Blast, and he already landed it on my Breloom. So I switched into my little Whirlpool, my little Rotom that can best take any of his attacks. Well, at least I thought he could take it very well. But you guys are going to see that this thing just does so much damage. Look at that. This is a especially defensive Rotom, and this thing just brought me down to almost less than 30% of my health. Good thing is I'm running a citrus berry. Bad thing is that I'm already too low, and like I said, his team is very offensive. I regret not bringing my Resto Chesto Rotom instead of a citrus one. And I don't know if this thing's running Life Orb, but if it's running Focus Sash. I really can't tell because this thing has Magic Guard, so yeah, you're not gonna see it. And here, total screw up again. I overpredict. I should have just gone for the Sucker Punch. But I said, nah, he's gonna switch. Nope, he read me. And he went for the Focus Blast. Had I gone for a Sucker Punch here, maybe I could have had a chance of winning. But so far, I mean, you guys are seeing, he's already knocked down 2 of my Pokemon or 3, and I have not done absolutely anything. And I predicted so many things that I knew I should have gone for here. I should have just gone for a Rock Slide. I knew he was either gonna go for a, what's his name, Latios or Gyarados. I knew he was not gonna stay in, but what did I do? I went for Earthquake. I did not listen to my gut, and I did the same mistake later on with Garchomp again. I switch into my CC, my little beautiful Gardevoir, because I have Trace, and I know this thing's gonna go for a Dragon Dance, so I know I have to get that Intimidate off to get it back at neutral. And voila, he goes for the Dragon Dance as predicted. So this made me feel a little bit better. I thought, well, maybe now I can do something. So because I went for the Trace, I switched in Gardevoir and I traced his Intimidate, I know he's going to want to go for another Dragon Dance. And here I was fearing that he might have predicted my Thunderbolt, and maybe he was holding the, what is it, the Waka Berry that reduces electric attack. But no, he's not. And that's good because this thing is gone and it's not a threat anymore. That crit absolutely did not matter at all. This would have OHKO, even if this was a specially defensive Gyarados. It wouldn't have been able to take that. I don't want to stay in because Ferrothorn could just Gyro Ball me to death and I won't be able to do anything. Again, this was a good switch in for me because I knew he was going to go for the Gyro Ball, and I'm not running Rocky Helmet. I probably should be running Rocky Helmet with this thing, not just Rough Skin, just to get the extra damage, because that would have done a little bit of more of chip damage plus the burn and would have gotten him below 50%. But it doesn't matter because, like you guys will see later on, this Ferrothorn it was just a nightmare for me. So I am running Fire Blast on this Garchomp, but I knew he was going to switch into the Latios. Had I just gone for Outrage, this thing would have been gone. But no, what did I do? I stayed in here. And like I said, this team is a problem because it outspeeds a lot of my Pokemon. Here, if I would have gone for an Outrage, I would have just hit the air. Why? Because, surprise, this is Healing Wish Latios. Or Latias. And I knew exactly who he was going to switch, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And the threat that I thought was almost over is coming back. My nightmare is here again. Not only does he have full HP this time, but he's not even burnt anymore. And I have very little to no answers to this thing, because if I switch into Garchomp and I go for a Flamethrower, for a Fire Blast, this thing's just going to switch into Politoed. I know that. It's just going to switch into Politoed. And I should have gotten my Stealth Rocks up, but guess what? This team doesn't have Stealth Rocks, because this Garchomp is running Fire Blast over Stealth Rock. So now this thing's just wrecking me. Look at that. Look at how much damage that Ferrothorn does with Gyro Ball. And again, I have no answers for it. I think even a Fire Blast at this range doesn't even take it out, because Ferrothorn is not weak on the special side. It's both bulky, specially defensive, and physically defensive. So what did I do? I went for an Earthquake, because I knew he was going to go into this Politoed, and I was hoping maybe he would kind of overprotect and just go for Alakazam, but nope, he plays it safe. I can tell this is a bulky Politoed because I'm running full attack, and 2 Earthquakes would have taken this thing out. I run this same bulky Politoed he's running. I love it. It's probably Bull max defense, just like mine. But yeah, that kind of sucks. This really bites because I could have maybe won. I say I could have maybe won the game, but I lost the 6-0. That just sounds ironic. Just saying I could have won this game when you lose 6-0, right? Of course, I don't think I only misplayed badly on the moves, but I just feel in general his team composition, his synergy was a lot better than mine. And sometimes, you know, sometimes some teams, their synergy is just way better than yours, and you literally don't have the power or the answers to beat that team. I've had a couple of battles like that. Doesn't happen all the time, but I feel this was kind of one of them where I just didn't have enough answers for it. I'm saying I 6-0 this team. I'm sorry, I'm confusing it with the UU one. Like I said, I have 3 battles with Harris. I think this one I lost 0-4 or 0-3. We'll find out soon enough. Nope, I didn't even find out. I don't even remember what I lost to. I'll go ahead and put in the description later on. But yeah, this was a battle that I got owned, and it was a very good battle. I would always see his Harris comments. I did not know he was this of a competitive battler, and I'm just happy to meet somebody that plays this competitive at this level and that provides very good content for my channel. So Harris, thank you for the battle, and hopefully we can have more battles in the future. Thanks for watching.